Company announces plans to build a new factory and hire new workers, they often ask you, the taxpayers, for some help. But it seems even local politicians are now more often calling those tax breaks into question. That is the case with an empty warehouse right off of Route 5 in the South Towns. We've long covered how the Amazon facility right there in Hamburg has been empty for more than a year. It was the backdrop today for some state lawmakers who are now targeting town and county industrial development agencies, which they feel are giving too much away to try to lure in employers. With more on this, here's 2 on Your Side's Ron Plants.
With a still apparently unoccupied $47 million planned Amazon warehouse just off Route 5 in Hamburg in the background, state lawmakers now seeking proposed legislation against town industrial development agencies, such as the one in Hamburg, which in 2021 granted $6.2 million in tax breaks to bring Amazon in with 75 $15 an hour jobs. Similar to the Niagara County IDA, which a year ago approved $124 million for a massive warehouse with 1,000 jobs near the Niagara Falls Airport.
Deals like this should never have been cut. Town IDAs need to be reined in from their bad deals and lack of long-term economic growth.
Of course, Assemblyman Rivera maintains this is much different than the reported $284 billion in tax incentives that local governments near Syracuse, in concert with the state and federal governments' $9 billion incentive package, provided to Micron to build a massive computer chip company with 9,000 well-paid tech jobs. Because we're competing against Texas, South Carolina, Arizona, what have you. But you're saying, well, let's not give them everything. So isn't that kind of a catch-22 for you?
No, what I would say is there's always going to be a competitive nature in our economy. What we lack in good weather, other municipalities and regions of the country will beat us in. But at the end of the day, our environment is not one where one cannot thrive.
Some business leaders may differ, but back to Amazon in Hamburg and the IDA incentive decision.
We do not have to bend over backwards and cater to the faceless, irresponsible companies that want to take advantage of our tax money.
The taxpayers actually are overall in a better financial position with Amazon than they would be without Amazon. That land now, at land value in itself, is generating $30,000 for the Frontier School District.
How does it make you feel to see state lawmakers questioning your purpose and whether you should even be in existence?
Yeah, it's curious when state lawmakers question our existence. They brought us into existence. My focus is on the communities that I serve.
Ron joins us now live. We've wondered for a long time what's going to happen with this Hamburg Amazon place. What if they don't live up to what they're supposed to be doing?
Well, from what we're hearing, Michael, first off, Doyle, that was the executive director of the IDA, claims Amazon is installing equipment as we speak and will be staffing in September for the holiday season. He says they're hiring, but he says the IDA also has clawback power if this would fall through. Now, Supervisor Randy Hope, this is interesting. He says he was not in office when the IDA voted. He says the town is prepared to sue Amazon. Going up against Amazon and somebody like billionaire Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. All right, Ron, interesting story. Thank you very much.